Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. We're going to be starting another Rimworld run here. This one's going to be pretty peaceful, I think. Well, no, I can't say that. It's Rimworld, and we're not playing on peaceful, so not that peaceful. But what I really want to do is sort of a medieval themed run. Based around the hospitality and gastronomy mods. So we really want to run, I mean, to start for sure, like a bed and breakfast kind of thing. We want to bring people in, give them a room, give them meals, take their money, all that kind of stuff. Very nice and peaceful. And then eventually expand that out to have like a whole, sort of series of buildings that can accommodate people, different shops that cater to different specific things, different buildings for different recreation, like saunas and who knows what, all sorts of stuff. That's the goal, the focus of this playthrough. And since we're not going to go for any win condition, and we probably won't win anything regardless, we're going to set a goal of amassing, let's make it reasonable, 20,000 silver. If I can just have 20,000 silver on hand, we'll call it a win. Which is a pretty high number. I don't know if I've ever had 20,000 silver on hand. But I usually don't try and like amass it as much as possible either. So we'll see. Now, the other major thing in play here, and I have looked at it before. I recorded a couple videos for it, but I didn't upload them. And that's a series of mods called a Rim Reborn. And these are a series of mods all focused around Final Fantasy XIV and bringing aspects of that into Rimworld. Which, yeah, it's definitely one of those just like random labor of love kind of things. So the core mod, well, the core mod doesn't do a whole lot on its own, obviously. But we have 6 different race mods. So we've got the Aura, the Eorzean, the Hayur, the Lalafell, the Mikote, and Viera. So there's no Hrothgar and there's no Rogadin, but it's okay. All of this is in beta, so it's all being worked on. Then there's the classes and jobs mod add-on. So this adds classes to a bunch, to your colonists. I don't think everyone's going to have a class. I think it kind of is like Rimworld of Magic, where characters have to have a certain trait to be able to have jobs. But so far, there's the Marauder, Gladiator, Lancer, Pugilist, Rogue, Archer, Arcanist, Thaumaturge, and Conjurer base class, which I think is all the base classes. And then for jobs, you have Warrior, Paladin, Dark Knight, Dragoon, Monk, Ninja, Bard, Machinist, Scholar, Summoner, Black Mage, and White Mage. So a lot of them for sure. Not all of them. It's missing a couple of my favorites, like Astrologian, but still pretty good. And then you've got like, I mean, we're gonna get into it, but there's weapon and armor crafting based around this, and there's like ether and crystals, and there's things like that, and obviously there's a lot of special abilities and so on and so forth. And then there's the hybrid tech mod, which I threw in there, but I don't think we're actually going to get to, because this is all like futuristic stuff. So this is like if the Eorzeans landed on the Rimworld, and then eventually we're like, hey, look at this high tech shit. What can we do with that? So it adds like hybrid firearms and turrets and stuff. Etheric turrets, which is pretty pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, this playthrough is going to be pretty strictly in the medieval territory. There's going to be some things in there, and obviously I didn't gate off technology or anything, but we are going to be eliminating most of the higher end factions. So I don't, I don't like taking the time to go through my whole mod list or anything like that. Most of this stuff, if you watch the last one, the Something Different playthrough, it's pretty much the same. I did take out a bunch of mods that are very specifically higher end tech that I know we're not going to get to or don't want to get to. And then I added things like Rim Reborn. I took out VGP. I took all that out, so that's all gone. There's a couple other things I threw in there that I thought might be related to running a little town. So, we've got like Aaron's Cottage Collection and stuff. This is a new mod here, Enhanced Beliefs. This seems really cool sounding. I mean, this sounds like what ideology and stuff should be. Like, they should just incorporate this, because a lot of it makes sense. So, one of the things is a pawn's certainty in their ideology will go up if they are getting positive mood buffs from their precepts related to that ideology. And it will go down if they have negative, mood debuffs related to that ideology. So, like, it makes sense, because if your ideology is, and you're constantly suffering because of your thoughts related to your ideology, it's much more likely that eventually you'll move away from that ideology, and vice versa, So I think that's really interesting. Also now, colonists will have an opinion about all the other ideologies in the game, sort of based on, like, how it compares to their current ideology. Some of those clash very heavily. Also, if they have strong relationships with people of other ideologies, that can affect their opinion of it as well. Stuff like that. Conversion works similarly to what we had, except that if they go down enough in their certainty and they get converted, there is a chance that they will convert to a different ideology than the one you're trying to convert them to, if they have a high opinion of a different ideology. So it's very likely it will be the one you're trying to convert them to, but it is possible if they're really keen on a different one, they might go to that. And then there's also now ideological debates as a social interaction between colonists where they can discuss ideology, which of course can escalate into a brawl, because of course. And so very interesting stuff. I actually removed Wololo, the mod that I had for conversion, because I thought it might cover the same ground, but from the looks of it, actually, I don't think it does. So I should put that back in. All right, yeah, let's just get into it then. I feel like I probably added some other stuff, but whatever. Okay, so for our scenario, we have 3 Rim Reborn scenarios. 2 of them are just copies, somewhat, of classic ones. So this is basically Crash Landed and Naked Brutality. It just changes the tech that they have available and things that they start with. But either way, I mean, you start with 3 is what this really means. And then there's Light Party, where you get 4 adventurers, but you start with weapon coffers for their classes. So I'm tempted to go with this one just because I feel like this lets us really embrace a Rim Reborn right away. Even though we do start with 4, which is hefty, but again, we're kind of going for a bit more of a relaxed playthrough, so it's not the end of the world. Let's go with Light Party. For Storyteller, now I'm tempted to go with a Storyteller that isn't here. Really? I don't have that? Ah, that's annoying. Damn. There's I can't remember which one I'm thinking of, but there was one I wanted to go with. That was kind of related to specifically a medieval run. Ariadne Archduchess, I know will be quite easy and will have very little things, but it might be a little too passive. So maybe we go with Phoebe. We'll go with Phoebe. We're gonna play on Adventure Story, reload anytime. Again, kinda chill. That's what we're looking for. And our seed will be Jockstrap. And for factions, we got to remove a lot of these. Anyone that basically has tech above where I want it to be. So settlers for sure. Tribes can stay. The republics can stay. Divine Order and Profane can stay. Pirates are gone. Shattered Empire is normally ultra tech. But if I recall, we do have I think, unless I don't. Maybe I don't. Unless I just don't know what it's called anymore. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think that's Medieval Overhaul that does that. Where it changes all the Empire to... Yeah, damn. So we don't have that. Okay, so then I think they might actually be... yeah, so we'll remove those two. And we're going to remove mechanoids. I will keep insects, just because... No. Fuck insects. I don't care. We want this to be normal. Just a fun, basic playthrough. So, oh, yes, another big mod that I added that I'm very interested and I think is going to work pretty interestingly with this theme is Silk Road. And so that one makes it so that all the roads in the game actually function as, like, travel routes. Well, so, like, if you have your base on a tile with a road, such as, like, right here, well, there should be, I don't know if it's visible on here, but there should be an actual road that goes through the map. And then people will constantly, like, be traveling along that road. People from all sorts of different, you know, colonies and things like that. So they can get into fights. And I have no idea. I have no idea how it all really works, but it looked pretty nuts. And it looked kind of perfect to have just like a roadside bed and breakfast, which is what we're going for. Okay, so with that in mind, we definitely want to be on a road. We want to be somewhere where there's a good chunk of people kind of in the vicinity, in the area. Not that matters that much, I don't think, but I don't know. With Silk Road, I don't know. And as for, like, biome, yeah, I lean towards just temperate forest. Yeah, I lean towards temperate forest, but at the same time, a colder biome might be kind of cozy. So maybe a boreal forest or something. Maybe a boreal forest could be fun. Oh, but they don't like us. A boreal forest near somebody that likes us. I do like that roads just seem to all connect and stuff. It's fun. All these hostels go along this. We go here, and we have the lake. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get road and mountainous, ever. I don't think that's possible. Well, I guess you could have something like that. Crossroads. We could be right on the crossroads here. Let's do that. That's fun. So, boreal forest. Temperatures are going to range from 35 to 74. But then it says -2. I'm not quite sure what that means. Growing period of half the year. Yeah, I mean, winters will be a little harsher. But we'll have plenty of wood, and it'll give us a chance to be nice and cozy. Ideologian. I think... What would Eorzeans be? I wish there was a specific one. Pantheism, I guess. Well, not even pantheism. I guess it's sort of pantheism. I guess? I don't know. Sure, we'll go with pantheism. And for our starting meme, I was thinking city builders. Because that's kind of our goal, is to actually build a town. A city, I suppose. It kind of makes the most sense. It discourages travel heavily, but I don't tend to almost ever do that anyways, so it's kind of just an easy mode. But yeah, so we need to have a lot of buildings, and I think that's kind of the goal, is to have more buildings than I've ever had before. I've never had more than 20 buildings, ever, because I tend to just have large buildings, and like maybe 10 of them. So we're gonna go with that. And everything else is pretty much the same. I don't think I need to alter anything. We kind of... Yeah. Yeah. Existence. Way of pantheism. The Eorzean path. There you go. Okay, so our 4 adventurers. So this is an Aura. Yep, we got 2 of those. We got a Lalafell and a Mikote. Can't really recognize everything on sight. Okay, so yeah. Couple of Lalafells in there. It doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously, I don't care that much about their species. And as for... Yeah, as for their, like, class, I don't know if that's really applicable. I don't know why we have so many young ones. A serving girl, perfect. That moves fast. No talent. Okay, but cooking, animal, I mean, a lot of double passions. This is a character with a lot of potential. So we'll go with Harrigan for sure. No passions in shooting or melee. Makes swordsman not that great. And inept and world weary. Oh, and can never learn an advanced job. Great. Coordinated, though. There you go. A natural at shooting and melee. And crafting and social. I mean, that's not too bad, I think. Lalafell, tortured artist. Meh. Meh. And a bunch of shit. A lot of negative traits. A lot of passions. Bloodlust Brawler, though. With double passion, 9 melee. Not too shabby. Let's go with that one. Then I think it's just... Yeah, the first one and the third one could be better. Okay, too smart and hard worker is a pretty nice combination there. Shooting skill a lot, mining plants. Yeah, let's take that one. So then it's just Hojo. We don't want Hojo. I mean, we could live with Hojo, I guess, but I really would like intellectual and medical. So let's do, filter, random plus, we're gonna do. We want, at least 4 and 4. And then, ideally... I don't even know how this works. This is a different mod than I used to have. Okay. I don't know how to set passions here. Passion range 0, 0. I don't know. Just go with that. Yeah, something like that. Although nudist... it's okay, and all around not the worst character I've ever seen. Pretty much just medical and intellectual is what you got. Go with that. It's done. As you can see, a handful of other things I threw in there. Melee animation, which looks potentially janky, potentially cool. We'll see. Mortar accuracy, which I normally never use, but since Combat Extended is still out of business, we'll grab it for maybe some catapults or something. And defensive positions. I'm not restricting myself really for kill boxes or traps or anything like that. And I guess it kind of makes sense that, you know, a smart group of people just trying to defend their little peaceful place would do whatever it takes to defend it. You know. In the hopes, perhaps, that just, you know, a well-trapped place would discourage raiders, even though it won't. You and your companions were ready to take on your first real adventure, but something has gone awry. What was supposed to be a quick jaunt into a nearby dungeon has led you to this unfamiliar world. Yeah, that's a pretty rough, pretty rough start for their adventures. Okay, so... Classes. No active class. Can learn one additional class, can learn one additional job. Now, a job, you need like an actual job crystal, which I think are pretty rare. So, I guess our tank is going to be our best melee combatant. Oh, pugilist trainee. Oh, that's just her background. Okay, well, that kind of works. She's definitely the best melee, so she's going to be the tank. Dark Knight's Claymore, Gladiator's Bastard Sword, Marauder's Eye. Let's go with Gladiator's Bastard Sword. Okay, then our best shooter will be one of the damage, so that's Myken. And he's going to go with the machine. No, we don't want pistols, even though it is acceptable. I guess he could be like a thaumaturge. Maybe a black mage someday. Well, she's a Chirurgeon. She's a healer, so that makes the most sense. She's going to go with Conjurer. And then Harrigan will go with... kind of a horse apiece, really. Let's go with Lancer. You... There you go. Okay, they got all their shit. It says no active class, but they have it now. Oh, learn Thaumaturge. Attuned to this weapon. Yes. That's the things that I want. Learn Lancer. Learn Conjurer. Learn Gladiator. I love it. Okay, look at that! Level 1 Gladiator. And you get XP. This is damn cool. You got Fast Blade. Triggers Riot Blade ready. And Rampart. Reduce damage taken by 20% for some amount of time. Cooldown 2 hours. Cool. Very cool stuff. Okay. Thaumaturge gets Blizzard. Grants Umbral Ice. Now, I don't know how much of this is going to be automatic and how much I have to, like, micromanage in combat, but it's very interesting. Conjurer starts with Stone, of course, no heal. Cure, heals untended injuries on the target. Has a medium chance of tending affected injuries. It's awesome. And Lancer, True Thrust. Well, that's going to be very exciting. Okay. So there's the big road. This stone road going through, and you can already see we've got enemies marching through. So for that reason, we don't really want to be... Actually, yeah, we're on the crossroads. So there's just going to be a big hubbub of activity. And it's probably going to be... It's probably a bad idea. Just due to the specific positioning here. We probably want to be on this side of the marsh, but there's just not a lot of space, unfortunately. And due to the marsh all over the place, there's just not a great position in general. Because we actually do need a lot more space than I would normally take. Ah, damn, I kind of question this now. I wonder if we could move. I didn't know the Boreal Forest was going to be so marshy, you know? All this light, like, teal stuff, that's all marsh on these tiles. So we picked a pretty marshy, watery one. Yeesh. Yeah, because we can't see the road from this preview. So it's kind of hard to tell how it might fuck us. What? Was Boreal Forest always this wet? I don't remember that. It doesn't mention that. I mean, this could be better with this big open area here, but it really depends on where the road is. Oh, we can't even take stuff with us. Yeah, that's kind of the problem now. yet nothing can be built on these marsh. Look at that. I mean, look at all that. Look at all that dead area. We just got our characters and classes situated, but this isn't great. I should have thought about that. I just don't think there's a way I can, like, copy these characters. Well, we could dev mode. It's true. But I don't know if dev mode would really... This is where you'd want, like, map reroll or something, which I don't think is a base game thing. You have to have a mod to reroll the map. Just give me a second. Okay, I went ahead and started over. Just the easiest way. So I think we have a better setup here. We've got this whole big area here now that's off from the road, open space, not too shabby. We could also go up here. This could be a separate section, perhaps. Who knows exactly? But I did click the setting to make the map slightly larger. You can actually make them pretty much as big as you want if you want. But the game does warn you that anything larger than this kind of breaks the game a bit. Mostly due to the AI pathing and stuff, I guess. Regardless, this is what we got. So, let's redo. As for characters, you know, all my setups are usually fairly balanced, so it's not that big of a difference. But we have Gerbold, who is a Colosseum gladiator, and he's tough, so takes half damage. Extremely hard to kill. This is a born to tank. Obviously, no talent is not awesome, but still, he is going to tank. So he will be a gladiator. Haname, I think, was kind of just like a whatever damage character towards melee, so we will go with Lancer. Voris is our chirurgeon, very neurotic, talent physician, 12 medical, double passion. Yep, this is definitely a healer. And then Uvlo, Sultan Sworn Guard. He can kind of do either way. He's gentle and inquisitive, you know, but he'll work. He'll work well enough. I don't know. I guess we probably do want... He seems kind of like a mage, so we'll give him the Thorn Turd. We'll do the same setup. Okay, learn Lancer, learn Conjurer, learn Thaumaturge, learn Gladiator. Okay, good. Set. So, let's build our base. We do have wood and steel. 300 wood. A lot of steel. 588 steel for some reason. So let's, you know, humble beginnings, as usual. May as well go with our own rooms, I guess. Sort of frustratingly uneven. way overbuilding. Still uneven. I mean, it just bothers me. It just bothers me, damn it. No, not a door. Thank you. See, how hard is that? It is way overbuilt, though, for the start. That's all you really need. And some beds. Done, done, done. And, of course, we need a door to get in. And let's just go with a fueled stove. We can do the wood stove. Yeah, it's cozy. We were trying to get a cozy atmosphere here. And then want a table. Cottage table, perhaps. There you go. And then we also can just, because I tend to forget about it, throw in a bathroom. Assuming there's water here. There is. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, then just stockpile zones. And I tried out a new stockpile preset mod. So we'll see. Okay. Materials outside. If it doesn't include chunks, it already upsets me. It doesn't. Like, why would you not? I have to specifically set chunks to be its own. I mean, I guess. I tend to just throw it together. But you could just make it its own. I guess. And then this, we want general freezer. Which is... yeah, I mean, it's usually fine. And then you want to do... we'll set up a storage room later, but general storage should cover most things. Yeah, but see, this includes steel, so I want materials storage inside. Yeah, so there's no preset? There's no preset that would... like, I mean, I don't know how other people play, really. That's the thing. I mean, I only know my own experience. But I have a storage building in which I put, like, wood, but I don't put steel. Because wood disintegrates outside, and steel doesn't. You see? I mean, am I crazy? Am I a crazy person for doing such things? There's no preset. I have to make my own preset. Yeah, I mean, I guess just... I mean, there isn't much from raw resources that I put inside, but certainly wood is one of them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just anal. I don't know. Alright, as for meals, we do have, I will tell you the name of the mod. Vanilla Gourmet Parade is the name of this mod, and it adds a whole bunch of different food items all the way through the gamut. So you got, like, rice porridge and popcorn and boiled meat for conservative meals, which are even smaller than, like, a normal simple meal. But it's variety, you know? Which brings to mind... let me go back. And I never can find it. We want to track meal names and ingredients. Yes. Um, because, I mean, let's be real. A boiled potato is a different item than, I don't know. Some of these are kind of... than a potato soup, let's say. A meat and potato soup. They both heavily involve potatoes, but one is drastically different. And if all you look at is ingredients, there's not a whole lot of difference there. So we also want to track the name of the meal as well. Ordinarily, without any mods, I mean, there's not a whole lot, much variety in the names of meals. But with this mod, yeah, we'll be making all sorts of stuff. Now, of course, this mod is designed for vanilla ingredients. So most of the stuff is going to be rice, potatoes, and corn. Rather than incorporating bell peppers and eggplant and pumpkin and celery. There are certain recipes that do call for just vegetarian ingredients. But, no, a lot of them are very specifically based around rice, meat, and corn. So we'll be growing plenty of that, and I don't feel too bad about it. Look at them go, look at them go, look at them go, look at them go, look at them go. This is start of a colony, max speed. It feels so good. Look at them go. It's glorious. They're a construction person. Okay, so even though there's enemies like passing right by us, they won't just attack us, which is good. I mean, that's very good. We should set everyone to ignore to avoid cowering. Like that. Let's get the beds built, if nothing else. And you're going to want to chop all this wood. And fertility. Ooh. Okay. That's a little rough. Let's go with rice. It's classic. It's an old standby. And then for this patch, this is way too much food, by the way. And when you can't freeze anything, this is a stupid amount of food to make. But I want variety, so we'll go with potatoes. So I don't know. Again, Silk Road is kind of a big question mark. I don't know how often people will travel along this. I don't know what interactions we're going to get out of it. What's going to happen. But yes, the road does function. Suddenly a massive amount of lag. Like a crippling amount of lag has just occurred. Oh god, this run's already busted. I mean, seriously, what the hell? Ah. A Weirhosaurus shock goat. Random state stack is not empty. There are more calls to push state than pop state. What? It seems to be all our creatures are... Is there... No? Although I really did want to get rid of the dinosaur mod, because I'm a little sick of that. It kind of overwhelms everything. Ooh, boy. It's breaking. We may have to reload. Give me a second. Well, I mean, I don't know if I fixed it. I mean, well, it's not happening at the moment, but I reloaded the game, so that could have done something. And then some people have said that Rocket Man can cause issues, and it's like kind of getting worse over the years compared to just running Performance Optimizer. So I did something I haven't done in like however many years, and I turned off Rocket Man. So it's hard to say if that was the fix or just reloading the game was the fix, and how temporary this fix is. I don't know. While I was reloading, I probably should have turned off the dinosaurs. And I think probably there's gonna be some issues. That I turned off mechanoids, the Empire, deserters, insect. I mean, I think I mean, maybe they changed it, but I thought without mods you couldn't even turn those off. So I don't know what to think. So yeah, people just moving through. It's funny, I suppose. What are you guys doing out here just harvesting random trees? Oh, right. I'm dumb. Yeah, but I mean, you know, mods, they're always going to cause issues. For the next 1,000 years, mods will cause issues. And yet it will still be worth it, because that's how great mods are. We definitely want some lighting in there, though. Little wall lamp there. Right, food. Yeah, well, we're growing rice, so we could just make rice porridges. But it's better to actually have simple meals, so we'll do grilled rice balls. Now, you may be wondering, maybe not. I don't know what you're wondering or not. Where the actual simple meals are. And fine meals and all that. Well, for whatever reason, I think this is a research reinvented stepping stones. Hides all that behind food preparation. And then I think what happens is that since this is like a new tech, it's not clearly defined by a lot of like modded scenarios and stuff on whether the colonists you start with actually know the tech or not. So by default, it's just they don't know it. So we actually have to research how to make simple food. But since we can make all these fancy, cool meals, it shouldn't really matter. Although my experience with this mod is that occasionally it will just break and they won't make the meals even though they have the ingredients and the know-how. Yeah, I don't know. Other things we have here, we have potions. Small vial containing an alchemical healing potion. When drunk or poured over someone, it will heal some of their injuries. It is not powerful enough to restore lost body parts or fix scar tissues, but can be an invaluable tool for stabilizing badly wounded individuals. Can be toxic in high concentrations. So 3 herbal medicines to make this. Sounds good. And ether. Will restore some of their MP. Can be toxic in high concentration. We have that. We have some alchemical medicine, which is just medicine, I think. Oh no, this is... I don't know. Medical potency of 90. That's pretty good. We got that. And we have some components. We shouldn't need too many components. And we've got some potatoes planted. We got some rice planted. All is well in the world. There's this guy who can't seem to leave and is eventually going to die. So we might be able to pick him up. Oh, shit. He just stabbed a hen to death. Because they're enemies. But they didn't fight him, so he just got like a quick shot off, which is weird. But look at that. Intellectual and medical and mining. He's sickly. He's rowdy. No talent. But still, this might be someone to grab. Nope, he left. He was a trade caravan. Nothing makes sense anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we probably need defenses. But we also want to keep building. We want to set up, you know, I don't want to do a thing where we just wait like 8 years before building our first, like, guest house. So that we have all, wherever everything's situated. We want to get this going quickly. Yeah, okay, I'm probably gonna... Let's turn off dev mode until the game starts lagging out. So, look at this. Look at it. You got people moving. I like that some people just don't go on the road. I guess they want to avoid these people. But look at this. There's going to be trouble here. Ben already died. Yep, look at that. Demon blood potion. That's Luciferium. It's been renamed. We could grab that as well. God, we're gonna get a lot of free stuff. We're gonna get an insane amount of free stuff. Look at this. This is a free bull. We got a free dromedary here, free weapons, free silver ram, free luciferium. Once they clear out. Interesting. Guy's name is Wasty. Oh, I thought he was a waster. Alright, so anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I guess... Maybe we want to set them up. Yeah, I don't know, actually. Well, everything's temporary. Honestly, we could just, like, copy this building. That's pretty much what I want for a guest house at the moment. But we do need it to be... It's fucking monolith. But we can't build it there. I guess we'll build it back here. Yeah, it's all temporary. Nothing's going to be too pretty for the moment. But we don't need to give them a wood stove. And we're going to give them a bigger table. We will give them the 2x2 table. So. And we are going to give them end tables. But not dressers. Not yet. You know, keep yourselves busy. That's important. And we won't have food for them yet. I mean, I guess we could, but oh my god, it's just getting ridiculous. This mod might be a little much. What the fuck? It's too much. Oh my god, a runic longsword. What? They just exploded into meat and chitin. What in the fuck, dude? Okay, I thought this would be like maybe one group a day. This is a lot. Average in-game minutes between groups, 120. That should be so much higher. 120 in-game minutes. That's 2 hours. 2 hours in-game. So, if we wanted to do one a day... Oh, God, how many minutes is that? Well, it's 10 times this would be 1,200. That would be 20 hours. I guess maybe that's okay. Let's change it to 1,400. That's fine. Advanced settings. Travelers only use road. Oh, you can make some less likely. Whatever. I mean, it would be nice if it worked with, like, Rimworld. Well, it would be nice if Rimworld worked perfectly at all, but... Yeah, so then, like, people that were actually nearby would tend to use the roads more often, or something like that. But yeah, obviously, right now, this is ridiculous. And then they don't actually leave for some reason. I'm not quite sure about that. And this guy just has a fucking army of dinosaurs, iguanodons that just slaughter everything. This is ridiculous. But okay, after this guy leaves, it should calm down quite a bit. I'm not quite sure why they don't leave. I think maybe Silk Road is a little janky. I mean, it could be I made the map slightly larger. I don't know, maybe that throws it off. Seems weird. But I obviously don't want to go over there to pick anything up while this guy is slaughtering. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to allow the corpses, the animals, and the meat. It's all going to go to waste. I mean, I can't make anything. Can't do shit. I can boil the meat. Or make steak towers. There you go. Cooking 8. Do I have cooking 8? Nope, cooking 4. Can't make that. So the meat's kind of pointless for me. Sad to say. But there's some other good things in there. The runic longsword. It's not a bad weapon at all. The brittle chitin is pretty great to have. Yeah. The Altex dagger. That'll sell for a pretty penny. Let's grab those things for sure. Although, yeah, well, if we get another colonist, we'll want a different weapon. But the 2 L-Tech daggers. The adventurers here all have their class weapons. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, he's gonna... Why would you use the jerky? The jerky actually lasts for a while. Okay, we got a mat. This is our first combat. Let's have the tank and the healer here. Although he can't heal yet. Okay, it's coming. Okay, she auto casts stone. Look at that. Getting a lot of XP just for casting it and missing. Damn. There you go, level 2. We got Cure. Good lord. Oh, eviscerated. Cut off its leg. Instantly killed it. Okay. Job done. Yep. So we will be setting up a perimeter wall, of course, but I think we'll probably employ a kill box. I really want to use those cavalry spikes again. I liked those, but I'm just trying to think of a way to use them in a kill box, in a safe way for my people to, like, repair them or dig out of them. But maybe you just use them the similar way to spike traps, and you just kind of stagger them out. So, it's not like total coverage, but it's pretty good coverage. Okay. So, if you need a place to stay for the night, here you go. We will charge $10 a bed. Now, there is an argument. I'm aware. There is an argument. Of, having the beds go for free. But, we're in this to make money. So, at the end of the day, we're in this to make money. Give the chest table as well. So, yeah, summer. So temperature, freezer. We're not going to be able to We're not gonna be able to grow all year. We can only grow half the year, so like another month or so. And we could then use the outdoor temperature as a freezer. That is a viable option. So to make an outdoor freezer, we would just want a vent, which we have. So you just, build a room and put a vent in and call it a day. That's the easiest way to just handle the winter months. Alternatively, if we research a certain thing, we can get a large passive cooler, and those can go down to freezing temperatures if we want a freezer all year round. But I don't think we'll get to that before this winter. So, I mean, we're already hitting like 45 degrees outside. So we should just construct a freezer. And we'll probably just convert most of this building into a freezer. And so we'll want to construct apartments for our people, as is my usual way. It annoys me we have this monolith right here. I should have grabbed the mod. Actually, we could just dev mode and delete it, because we're never going to activate it, and it's just annoying. I don't know if that's a safe way to do it. It's done. Okay, good. So then I have all this space. I mean, it wasn't that obstructing, but it was obstructing. Okay, and then we should have the medieval vending machine. So we'll just put that there, and we'll load some food in it as, we'll just use it as food storage for now. Meal storage. And that way, guests, if they come, can buy the meals. Yeah. Okay, that'll do it. Common merchant coming in. I could use these walls as like a natural perimeter, but it's not much. Just destroy them. Build our perimeter around that. Plenty of building to do. Who's our social person? Anime. Nope. Uvlo is quite social for the moment. Alright, what do you got for me? Some glow snails. Nutramine, gleam cap solve. Smoke leaf joints. Well, we will want to offer all amenities to our guests. All pleasures will be available here. We do not judge. I mean, within, as long as it doesn't harm others, of course. So yeah, we'll want to be, gather alcohol, certain drugs, things like that. It's a pretty good bet. Smoke leaf, however, is really expensive, and it is something we could just make ourselves, but I'm going to sell you all our components for now. And we don't really need that many travel rations for now. And maybe one of those. We'll want to keep the vodka. We'll live with that. Yeah, I mean, I'd like... Fall pricing, yeah. I can limit stack size, but I can't limit... Or can I limit... I don't know what I can limit. Oh, limit similar stacks. Yes, that's what I want to do. Good. And then we also want to add smoke leaf joints. And vodka, because I have it. Good. I do want to put in flooring, of course. That is always a high priority. But not as high a priority as, say, getting apartments up and a perimeter wall. All in due time. This is our very humble start to our offerings. Look at that. You got food, vodka, joints. I mean, it's a nice vending machine there. And the rice has come in. So let's build our freezer. Well, no, okay, well, let's build our apartment. We got a steam geyser right there, so that's where the hot spring is going to go. So keep that in mind. Let's see. That's a pretty good size. Yeah. Okay, 5 apartments for now. And yeah, I mean, you can offer all sorts of things. And ideally, you know, over time, we'll get better and better relations with all the other factions. And then that means they bring more and more money with them. So, you know, this is a path to victory. A Vieira rascal named Hawak has appeared from a tear in the rift nearby. Okay, that's our fantasy version of the transport pod crash. Well, let's see. Clumsy is not great for combat. Heat tolerant, not too important here. Abrasive, not great. No talent, not great. Eesh. So I'd have to convert this 15-year-old, and then she would basically work the plants and maybe do some art when she's not in combat. It's not great. I mean, it's a person, but it's not great. I guess we need people. We need wait staff, you know. We need wait staff. Good. Flowing ether. So, yeah, she can get, you know, a job. And we have... no? Ether. So here you have, so you can get crystals, and we have crystals. They're all out here, just sitting there for now. But we can get crystals, and then you can use that to make things, so we can actually make more of those weapons and stuff. So once we get our workshop set up, we will be adding that. Oh, yeah. Convert. Yes, yes, I know. Oh, the group is visiting us. Huzzah, our first guests. Oh, boy. Look at these nice people. And did you bring plenty of money? 21, 17, 15. But they can afford beds. So there you go, 30 bucks. We're 30 bucks richer. And, you know, of course, eventually we'll have, like, luxury suites, you know, and things like that that have all possible amenities offered in them. And we'll also have, you know, the common sort of motel for the poorer folk. Plenty of things. Plenty of things here. Okay, let's get this. I think that rice... What happened to the rice? Oh, the rice is there. Good. And we'll actually just give each person... we will give each person... Each person can't get a well. The water doesn't line up. But each person can get a tub. And a latrine. And a wall torch. And an end table. Pretty sure I'm out of wood. Oh, also quilted beds. We'll want to get that. That's cozy. Oh, right. Yeah, okay, hold on. God, yeah. Set all this up. Every damn time. Okay, we only have one medical person, which is great. But... we got 2 people willing to warden and entertain, so that's good. Our Chirurgeon is our hunter? I don't think so. Yada, 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 yada. Yada, yada, yada. Transport. Deliver all clean. Maintenance. Important. Research. You know, we get to that eventually. Wait a minute. Did I not get anyone with a passion for intellectual? Yeah, I do these things to myself, don't I? Okay, so then our guests... eventually we'll want to confine them to the walled-in area and stuff. But for now, it's not that big of a deal. As for shopping... Yeah, we do want to make that the shopping area so they don't come and buy all my shit. Loud area, they can go anywhere at home. Okay, and yeah, so we want to entertain these people, of course. And we can make friends with them if we want to recruit these people. Which, potentially, if we had a really intellectual person, does not seem to be the case. And they will do work if they are actually having a good enough time, which is kind of funny, and you can disable that if you want. I mean, Voris would be another doctor and plant worker. All things considered, not the worst bet. And wait, you're already part of our religion? Suspicious. I'd probably kick out Kawak if we recruit her. So, recruit... For those paying attention, you're getting a good laugh out of it. Obviously, I was looking at one of my own colonists. But Marcellus Wallace here. Cooking, animals, crafting, medical, intellectual. He's schizoid, which is interesting. He's a mad surgeon who wants to harvest organs. He's steadfast, so he'll be hard to convert. But those skills, it's undeniable. Alright, let's try and make buddies with Marcellus. So what was that? What just happened? What was that sound? That was Black Bear getting fucked up by a Diplocaulus, which is not this, although this thing's getting pretty close. I think we should probably kill this thing. Adventurers! Gather together. Okay, we got our tank. Got some damage characters. Chirurgeon. Okay, here we go. That was a good hit. He'll get it. Oh, he just killed it. Okay. It works for me. He did not get nearly as much XP as our Conjurer did. Seems a little busted. That problem solved. And this black bear might die on its own. It will not. Inspired recruitment from Uvlo. Well, I mean, we could use it to just recruit Hawak right now. That's not really ideal. Because we still need a converter then, so I'd have to arrest her a second time. Oh, they're gonna smoke all my joints. Actually, yeah, we should really... The drugs are not really for you guys. Because they tend to abuse such things. You guys can have, like, desserts, I guess. I mean, certain things are good that you want to, like, Psych IT is really good if you set them up on a regiment once a day, or once every 2 days. So, you know. Oh, I can recruit Uliana if I wanted, but not too hot, I don't think. Undergrounder. I feel like talent should add passions. She loves making food, but she has no passion for it. Seems a little strange. They are absolutely amazed by your hospitality. They will visit again in a few days. They left me an extra 47 silver tip. Oh my god. Dude, we're gonna roll in cash. You kidding me? It'd be ridiculous. I mean, we're already up from what we started, despite buying stuff. It's all gonna work out. Okay. So these need to be linked to a bed. And so that way, only those people can use it. No one else will even think of using it. We also will want to do an occupancy check here. And here, I guess. And then this will need to get converted to a freezer. And we will... well, actually... let's take that. I don't know, it's probably just temporary, although I say that and then I never actually change things. Yeah. And then we will just not waste time and just put a vent in right now. Even though it is pretty damn warm out still in the middle of summer. Oh, this is our pet, Professor. An Animus Vox. That's a really nice pet. Obviously, the mining process is going pretty slowly. But as for our wall, we'll use palisades, of course. This is the perimeter. But we just want to make sure we get that plants in there. And we're going to have to bridge over some of this, I guess. Otherwise it gets really annoying. So we'll do that. And we want to make sure we get the steam geyser in there. This is a massive project, by the way. Something like that. That is a huge wall. There you go. That is the that is the area. It's huge. We're gonna need a lot of wood. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of how much wood, but thousands, sure. For sure. And actually, it helps if we just do a cut plant order along the whole perimeter there. Yeah, so that's that. So other things we want to build for ourselves. We want to build a storage area, storage building, and a workshop as usual. That's pretty much the main other thing I need. Because now we have, you know, rooms, bathrooms. We've got the freezer, sort of, the freezer section. And yeah, that kind of pretty much covers it. Oh, we also want to set up, oh god, 2 caravans at once. A merchant caravan. Now, what is that? And we need a spiritualist, apparently. Yeah, I know I'm low on food. Don't worry about that. Where are you going? Oh, is the merchant caravan... No, I'm curious about the merchant caravan. What do you have? What are you selling? What are you buying? Okay. Well, this is basically the bulk goods trader. Yes, but I think it's the bulk goods trader from A Rim Reborn, because they have alchemical medicine, crystals, Aldenar, Belladonna. Some nice clothes, though. Dusters, pointed hats, button-down shirts, burqas, Divine Order tunics. These are good clothes. Dusters, especially. I think this we should try to buy. The pointed hats we should buy. I'd like to buy a Crimson Silk Duster, but that is quite expensive. Unnecessarily expensive. And maybe the tunic. There's a lot of stuff. We will sell all our leather that isn't plain leather. We also have the brittle kite, which is pretty nice. Yeah, let's sell like 247 of that. Okay, that's quite a bit of money, but those clothes are good. What is wrong with this person? So certainty change per day from their beliefs is -1%. Her certainty loss from lack of belief affirmation is 1.4%. And that's because nothing in her religion is really conflicting yet. Her megaliths. And I think that's because her expectations aren't very high. Very low expectations. So that stuff doesn't really trigger her yet. Which is a bummer for us. It makes it a real bitch to convert. But also, at the same time, with this new mod, it does make it a bit more accommodating to have different ideologies in your colony. So we could just recruit her and call it a day. This religion is pretty minor anyways. Because she doesn't care about executions either way. Doesn't really need slaves one way. She desires skull spikes, but I don't think there's a negative associated with that. So, yeah, pretty minor ideology overall. I'm surprised it's so minor. Yeah, alright, fuck it. We'll mix it up a little. We'll mix the pot a little bit. And I think Ulvo had inspired recruitment, so hopefully he's the one that recruits her. Inspired surgery is a little trickier to... visitors are afraid to enter for the following reasons. Tribes people. I could assure their safety, but I suppose I can't assure that, can I? And look, our two spellcasters put on the pointed hats. It's perfect. It all comes together. Another merchant caravan coming in. Great. Red wooden mace and throw spikes. No, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. No, you do it. Did that guy just buy that, or did he just steal it? I think that guy just stole it. Dude, this is a fucking vending machine. What are you doing? No one has bought shit from this, by the way. I'll draw your attention to that. Okay, yeah, we recruited. So all you can do is just set blanket pricing as 25 less, 20% more, or default. That guy stole it, and I don't know how he stole it because it's supposed to be a vending machine. But maybe it's based on the honor system. Probably. Ridiculous. Alright, well, I'm going to have to end the video here. We certainly still have a lot of work left to do, and we have a lot of money left to make. We are definitely down on money at the moment where it's invested. And we're not getting as many visitors as we'd like. But it's just, you know, it's the start. A lot of room to grow here. Yeah, as for merchants, I would like all of you to go here. That's nice. You get the proper schedule, do your proper shit, handle animals. I don't really want you cooking. Yeah, we do want you learning how to do that. This is all kind of fine. Fishing. Fish traps? What mod was that? That must have been from a VGP mod. It's really nice. That was just automatic fish, like every day or so. Couple days. Anyways. Things will work out. This is a good start. But for now, my name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been Rimworld. I don't have a name for this yet. And I will see you fine folks in the next part.